Okay, let's continue. Okay, we start from here. Okay, so in a learning outcome, so I just go back to this slide. Okay, so this is based on the aim and also the module, okay, related to your basic concept and principle, which means explained just now. Okay, and this part is based on the equations, calculations, and also theory part. Okay, in a semiconductor fundamentals and also basic digital combinational circuit is also related to your theory part. Okay, and also they have it's not calculations, you need to simplify your diagram. Okay, so this is covered up based on your semiconductor and also basic digital. Okay, let's go with the next one. It's a learning outcome. So when they say learning outcome, so these are the things that you need to fulfill, okay, once you completed the EEP. Okay, so the first one they say is related to the concept of the electrical field and magnetic field. So it's most of the things related to your theory part. Okay, how is it works? Okay. All right, so that's we call as a first learning outcome. The second learning outcome is where we're going to apply the concept of semiconductor devices, analog and digital circuit. Okay, so when they say concept means most of the thing we're going to use based on the principle, and also we're going to have the formula to be calculated, and also we need to do not downsizing, but we're going to simplify a schematic. Okay, we simplify a circuit diagram. Okay, it's based on the calculation how you simplify a huge or a large circuit. Okay, you simplify based on your calculation until you get the basic circuit. Okay, so that most of the thing will be covered up for your second part here, your learning outcome. The third one is based on the performance lab. Okay, so means let you know when I say the learning outcome number 3. Okay, this is number 1. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. So number 3 will be covered up based on your lab. So indirectly, you will know you have the lab section. So that's the one Miss informed you earlier. The lab sections could be in the simulations, or unless we are back to the campus again, okay, and with your approval, your how to say, based on your parents' approval and you are vaccinated, 2 dose you taken, then should be no problem. Okay, then we will have a physical. Okay, but so far right now we maintain based on the simulations. Okay, but we only at the first how to say, in the first week. Okay, so we always have the lab sections maybe after the 4th week. Okay, it's depend. Okay, so let's say this is a program outcomes mapped to your learning outcomes. So most of the thing be able to discuss and elaborate the concept. Okay, and take note during the class. Okay, maybe today you look friendly. Okay, not necessary every time I will be friendly. Sometimes I quite strict too. Okay, so when I have some discussions with you, I always accept answers from you. Okay, how to say, a feedback from you. Okay, not necessary you must provide your right answer. Anyone in the class, when I ask you any question, just open your mic and inform me your answer. Okay, just tell me your answer. Not necessary you every time you must give me the right answer. Okay, you're not going to lose anything when you just let me know what's your answer. Okay, so from there I can know whether you understand the calculations part or not, either you understand the theory part or not. Okay, so that's the reason me sometimes call your name in the class. Okay, maybe sometimes I repeating your name more than twice. Okay, so please be alert on that, right? Okay, please be alert. The second one is apply and analyze the fundamental principle to solve the problems in their field of the study. Okay, so when they say apply and analysis fundamental principles, means it's the same thing, is related to your equation. Okay, but when I say equations, like maths, you do your maths calculation, right? Okay, all your maths or your maths, you do some calculation. It's the same concept for your PLO2 is related to apply and analysis. It means they're going to give you in terms of paragraph, okay, in terms of the text, okay, and from the text you need to identify the right parameters, then you substitute in your equations. Okay, so that's the one you need to apply the right method, okay, and you get the right answer. Okay, sometimes they can trick you. Okay, how to say, I don't use the word trick, maybe they make you confused. Okay, so based on the question they can make you confused, they trick you. Okay, that will be in a PLO2, and PLO3 is based on the concept 2, okay, which is related to your field of the study. Okay, it's same thing based on your concept. So that's why I said concept and principle we counted as the same for your EEP. It's related to your equations, related to your theory, and related to your formula. Okay. All right, so just have a look. This is our credit hours, okay, how much credit hours we have, and our learning outcomes, how many hours that we have, okay, and based on the lecture, tutorials, and also practical. But you see your timetable, okay, later on you check your timetable because they're only specific based on lecture and also lab, I think so, lab or tutorial section. But between your lab sections, within your lecture and also your lab, okay, we will substitute, okay, I will substitute a tutorial section, okay. So that's why when you see your channel, you have the tutorial section, okay. So that's the one we want to highlight it here. Okay, this is based on the week, okay, how many weeks based on your practical, 6 weeks, all right. And the next one where they call as independence learning time. Okay, so besides during the class, beside the discussions during the class, okay, beside your slides and notes, okay, and especially your OneNotes later on, okay. So you need to have your self-study too, okay. You try to tutorial, you need to have some self-study, okay. Sometime, okay, not sometime, okay. Once I give you a tutorial, we will discuss, okay. So that's the part before I start to discuss based on the tutorial. Okay, it's better for you to do some self-study. Okay, find out okay how we get the answer. Okay, so that's the one. Okay, and on this part you can see the topic that we will cover. So from here you can see we have a basic concept in electrical circuit. We have resistor, we have series and parallel circuit, resistance circuit. We have a DC circuit, we have an electrical field, we have a capacitance, we have magnetic fields, we have an inductor, we have semiconductor fundamental. Okay, if you see just now I showed to you we have 9 chapter, not mistaken me, but when you count this one is more than 9. Okay, why I say that because you're in the semiconductor, this one okay, Miss just repeat back. The first one, they just let you know is basic concept in electrical circuit. The second one is a resistor. The third one is series and parallel resistor circuits. And the fourth one is a DC circuit. Okay, and continuous, we have electrical field, capacitance, magnetic field, and inductors. And this part, semiconductor fundamental. So in a semiconductor fundamental, we cover up the PN junction. Okay, diode means is a component, electronic components and always PN junctions, diodes is a basic components. Okay, this will be placed or parked under the semiconductor fundamental. Okay, and the next one is BJT and MOS, metal oxide semiconductor. You can see they're using a short term. Okay, you will understand when you go to the topic. Okay, so when we start to teach, then you will understand why is it they stand for BJT. So BJT means is a bipolar junction transistor. It's related to your transistor. And the next one is MOS. So MOS means is a metal oxide semiconductor. It's also as a transistor. Okay, but they have difference between BJT and also MOS. Okay, so this one they just indicate based on the short term. Okay, short form, right? So it will be placed or parked under semiconductor. Okay, and the next one is digital fundamental. So when I say digital fundamental, it's also related to your numbering system. Maybe some of you, I think, or most of you done based on the numbering system. Okay, and also logic gates related to the logic gates. Okay, so numbering system means we have binary, we have octa, we have hexadecimals. So that's the part we call as a numbering system. Okay, so that's the one you need to take note. And also this next one is also parked under, okay, or is also placed under digital fundamental. Okay, it means like a subtopic of a digital fundamental. And the next one will be gate, logic gates. Okay, this is also placed or parked under digital fundamental. So it's everything cover up in the digital fundamental. Okay, so that's the one we want to let you know the topic that we will cover up for your EEP. Okay, so just be ready, okay, for your EEP next week. All right, so let's go with the next one. Okay, this is based on the APU. All right, so you may have a look later on. Okay, based on your phone, this is just an instruction. Okay, and the next one is based on your reference book. Okay, besides, you can go to the library and find out for the reference book. Okay, they have many reference book based on the electrical engineering fundamental. Okay, this one, this is the title, electrical engineering fundamental. Okay, but sometimes you also can find a different book. Okay, a different version too. okay, but it's under electrical and electronic. As long they have a book, okay, related to electrical and electronics, okay, based on your capacitance, inductor, circuit, okay, then you can use as a reference book. All right, so these two books I just indicate for you. Okay, you may have a look. Besides, okay, maybe some of you can't go to the library. Okay, means I can't go to the library, I'm staying very far, so never mind. But as usual, you have Google, Mr. Google. You find e-book. Okay, usually we have the website. Okay, e-book. Okay, you find out e-book, you write type based on the title, electrical and electronics. Okay, and same time when you write your title ebook, make sure at the end of your, okay, example, you say electrical and electronic. I'm not going to write a full name, I just put E and E. So you put dot and PDF. So when you put dot and PDF, easy for you. Okay, they will separate it for you based on the website. They direct to the PDF format. Okay, so even though you want to put PPT, PowerPoint, also you can have all the information in the PDF. Okay, so if you not put this one, also okay, never mind. But you need to view one by one at the website later on. It's up to you. Okay, as long you have the ebook. All right. So this is quite, not quite. Usually students try to refer these books. Okay, so unless means I can't find, I try to Google for the ebook, I can't find, then let me know. I can't find any reference book, but I always encourage the student, you have your own reference book. Okay, so you need to have your self study. All right, so later on, please get it, the slides from your team. Okay, let's go with our assessment, in-course assessment. Okay, just now in the earlier, if you realize, I let you know we have assessment, right? So as I inform you, the first day class, you already have full marks. Okay, example, you have 100 marks. The way I'm going to deduct your marks, or the way you're going to lose your marks, is based on your quiz 1, quiz 2, and also lab 3. So quiz 1 means when I say you're going to lose marks, okay, when you do your quiz, you make a mistakes, of course, I'm going to deduct your marks there, right? So that's the way I'm misexplained it to you. Okay, so quiz, in this EEP, we have quiz 1, we have quiz 2. So example, take note, quiz 1, quiz 2. Okay, so it depends. Once Miss teach you, okay, based on the chapters, then I will say, okay, we have quiz 1. After I teach you the chapter 4, for example, let me just let you know, example, okay, after Miss teach you chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6, then we go on with the quiz 2. Okay, so they have difference between quiz 1 and quiz 2. So quiz 1, I will let you know which topic will be covered up, okay, and which topic will be covered up quiz 2. So most of, okay, not most, all your quizzes, okay, will be conducted after I teach you. Okay, and the same time, okay, for the lab report, we do it parallelly. Okay, so only for the lab report, we do it parallelly. So parallelly means at the same time, okay, I teach you a topic related to your DC circuit example. Okay, and the next week, okay, I will give you we do a lab. Okay, maybe if your lab simulations means we go on with the lab simulations, I will let you know which software you need to use for your lab report. Okay, at the same time, we will do a tutorial lab report. Okay, how to calculate your Ohm's law, how to define your currents, okay, your voltage. All right, so that's the one I mean parallel. It means we do it together. Okay, and the next one, your final exam. Okay, take note, the last part, final exam. Okay, the final exam is 50%. Okay, so if you have a look on your assessment, your quiz 1 is a 50. Okay, 15, not 50, 15. Quiz 2 also 15, 15. Your lab report will be 20%. So it means your quizzes will be 30%. Okay, plastered with your lab report 20%. So your in-course is 50%. Your final exam 50%. Okay, I informed you earlier. Okay, so the topics that we cover up, for your quiz 1 and quiz 2 usually will not be repeated in your final exam. Okay, but it depends. Okay, usually we won't repeat it back in your final exam. It depends. Okay, but I will let you know how we're going to look on your final exam. Okay, so just be ready with that. Okay, so most of the thing, your final exam will be cover up the last topic. Okay, but if I have any changes on that part, Miss will inform you earlier. Okay, so that's the one I want to highlight it to you. We have the quizzes, we have the lab report. Okay, based on the durations part, quiz 1 and quiz 2, I will inform you. Sometimes your quiz can be 1 hour, sometimes mislocated your quiz as 2 hours. Okay, if they have a many, if you have a lot of things to be calculated, take your time, then could be extended your time. But usually we keep it 1 hour for your quiz. Quiz will be carry 1 hour. Okay, your final exam always will be 2 hours, right? Okay, so just be those want to write in your notebook, you may write in your notebook based on your in-course assessment with your final exam. Okay, so and this is the one, okay, actually not undergraduate, so I just want to put some mark here based on the grading. Okay, we say grading, so you can see at the first part here, okay, they have what 80 to 100%, they have 75 to 79%, they have 70 to 74%. Okay, so this is a ranking. Okay, I hope most of you can get above B, okay, if possible. Okay, so I hope so. All right. Okay, and the others I'm not going to talk. Okay, based on from this part, I don't want to explain anything, but most of the students could be get a good marks for the EEP. Okay, so just take note, this is the ranking, grade marks. Okay, all right, so that's the one Miss want to specific for you. Let's see. All right, so give you a small task. Okay, a simple task. Okay, do you have anything to ask me?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, if someone is online, so how you will gonna perform lab for the online?
Online. Okay, that's why we said. You asked how is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in simulations, okay, analyze is the simulations. I would recommend, not recommend, you need to use LT Spice. Mm. Okay, this one you need to use LT Spice. Okay, so in your lab they are already specific. Let me see whether I can find any simple figure here. Okay, example this one. Okay, this is a simple one. Okay, we are not related to your lab. Okay, but I just showed to you how does it look like. So this is the software AltiSpice we will use, and I will ask you to draw. Okay, based on the circuit. Okay, based on your lab manual. Okay, so once you draw in a lab manual, you need to run your simulations. Okay, so once you run your simulations, okay, we can know the measurements of your voltage. Okay, how is it? Okay, example VE, they defined it your, but ours one is not this one. This is just for your example. It shows in terms of the signals waveform. Your one will be measured in a OP, operating point. It means they're just going to let you know the current flow is how much, the voltage drop is how much. Okay, so most of the thing we will use AltiSpice, and this will guide for the first lab. I will guide you 100%. Okay, it means I will teach you which the procedure for your lab. Okay, I will let you know what you need to do. Okay, so if you are wondering, okay, you just be hold with me. I just going to stop sharing. I just want to pick up your lab manual, one of the lab manual. Okay, please be hold. I just want to stop sharing for what I'm going to find the file. Okay. You can see my screen.
Cannot miss.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, so you will have a look. This is only example, your lab manual. So in your lab manual, they have some instructions. Okay, you need to follow the instructions. Example, they will specify for you the objective, okay, the method. This one is will explain when we start to do the lab. Okay, so in the earliest, someone asked about the lab, just for the introductions part, means like, you know, we have objective achievements based on the procedures. Okay, how you're going to measure your currents. Okay, how you going to measure your total resistance, the equivalent resistance, how is it? Okay, so we're going to use everything based on the software. Okay, this software. Okay, and your lab manual will be looked in this form. Okay, so this is more to your series and parallel calculations based on your series circuit with a parallel circuit. Okay, how does it look like? So this is where is your lab manual. Okay, we have 4 lab. Okay, we have 4 lab. So some of the part I will speed up. Okay, for speed out our lab. Okay, so this is just an example. Okay, all right. So besides that, you have anything to ask? Because I'm going to give you a small task, a simple task.
Miss.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Miss, so basically the lab manual, right, is like a question, question paper, is it?
No, not question paper. It's instructions. What you need to do.
Oh, instructions.
It's
Okay.
instruction, like procedures. Okay, you need to build up a series circuit. Okay, how much value that you need to use for your resistor value. So they come up with a procedure.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay,
mean,
don't
so
worry
we have-
about your lab. Okay.
so we have 4 labs, right? So for the lab report, it's supposed to make 4 reports each based on the each lab class or what?
Okay, lab report, actually your lab are related to your DC circuit. So if you have a look on your lab report, actually it's not very complicated. It's quite simple. So you may finish up your lab 1 and also lab 2 within the time. Okay, so your lab 3 and lab 4, maybe you will take some time. So you will understand when we go with the lab 1.
Okay.
Because your lab report related to your DC circuit, your chapter 5, I think. Okay, anyone? Okay, then I'm going to call this the one very quiet. Okay, if no, I'm just going to give you a simple task. You can feedback to me in the meeting chat. Ma'am, if someone is online, so how the lab will be carried out? Okay, I think this one I answered just now. We using a software tools, okay, LTSpice. Okay, I think no questions from you, so I'm going to give you a simple task. Okay, everyone be ready. Okay, you don't need to do anything. Okay, but I just need your answers in the meeting chat. Okay, so far, based on your understanding, okay, what they mean with the electronics devices? Any definitions for the electronic devices? Once you give me the response, then we can end the class very fast for today. Okay, what is the definitions or how you described it or how you interpret, how you define, okay, the electronics components, the electronic devices. And just list 3 of the electronic devices. The first one, means repeat back. The first one, you define what is it, electronic devices. The second one, you list out 3, minimum 3 electronic devices. Yes. Any devices that use a components which make use of electricity. Yes. Components for controlling the flow of the electrical currents for the purpose of the information processing and the system control. Okay. Give me you write your answer, put number 1 and number 2. Number 1, Number 1, define the electronic devices. Okay, define what is it, the electronic devices. The second one, list out 3 electronic devices. I need to get all the feedback. Feedback from you. Okay, that's Lee J answers. Any device, okay, this is the one components. Okay, just write your answer. I give you 10 minutes, take your time, but don't copy paste from your internet. Don't get your answers from your internet source, copy paste. Try to elaborate by your own. Okay, by your own words. Describe it by your own words. Even 2 sentences also, okay, no problem. Okay, I get the first response. Okay, the first one is Lim Wei. Lim Wei, I need the second question, the second answer. The next one is Tong. Many circuits and components join together for specific function. All right. Okay. The second one, phone, televisions, and laptop. All right. I need everyone to give me the feedback right in the meeting chat. Okay, the second one, components that can control the flow of the electric. Okay, I accept your answer. The first one is I accept the answer. The second one, diode, semiconductor, electronic devices. Okay, when I say electronic device, it means they're not only a components. Okay, example, as what your friends let me know, it's a phone. Phone we call as electronic device. Okay, if diode means we call as a component. Okay, resistor means is a component. Okay, the one when they add the word device, it means it's a bit complicated. Okay, the circuit a bit complicated. They in terms of your device. So that's the one. Okay, but anyway, thank you for your answer. The next one, components that are able to control. Okay, the same. Okay, I hope you can give me a different answer. Okay, control the flow of the electrical current. Okay, that's right. Laptop, mobile phones, flash drive. Oh, yep. Okay, pen drive, flash driver, keyboard. Okay, I go one by one. You just send your answer in the meeting chat. I will check. Okay, a device that contains electrical components. Okay, a smartphone. Smartphone, computers. Okay, which components? Okay, objects that controls the flow of electrons. All right, and other electrical charge particles in the circuits utilize the resistance inductor. Okay, I accept your answer. The second one, phone, microwave. All right, at least I get. Okay, lamp. Okay. Limway, components for controlling the flow of the electrical currents for the purpose of information processing. And okay, I have go through this answer just now. Okay, computer storage devices, smartphone, tab. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You give me 5 answer. What is this? Limway. Oh, okay. The next one, any device that use electrical that is suited to load and make human life easier. Okay, PC, phone, laptop. Okay. Okay, devices with the components controlling the electrical components. Devices with the components controlling the electric components inside. Okay, now I understand what he tried to mean. Okay. The second one is phone, computer, and keyboard. All right. Muhammad, electronic devices are components controlling the flow of electrical currents for the purpose of information. Okay. Qua, device that uses electrical current to functions. Okay. Devices that use for electrical current. That use for electrical current to function. Okay. Now mine. The phone, laptop. Okay. This aircon conditions. Okay. Control the flow of electrical current through the circuit. Okay. Computer. All right. Alarm clock. Okay. Finally, I get something new. Alarm clock. Dishwasher. Okay. The next one. Dishwasher. Okay. Components which can be controlled. Electrical currents, smartphone, televisions. Okay. Fridge. Okay. Anyone still on the process? Still on the submitting your answer? Okay, I think some of our chats Oh God. I think Excel, is it? Hmm. Okay, so I just let you know when they ask you the definitions for your electronic devices, okay, you may say it based on your current flow, you can say based on your voltage, you also can say based on the components connected together, interconnections, okay, also can represent based on your chip connections. Okay, when they highlight openness, this can say okay, device is a bit like a smartphone, like your laptop, okay, like a microwave, rice cooker. So that's we call as a device. That's the one. Okay, I think some of you still pending. Hmm.
Hi, Miss.
Yes.
Just now on my side, you are lagging. I can't understand what you're trying to say just now. Can you repeat?
Which one? Your solution is it?
No. For the you said about the definition apart. At my side it's
Oh, okay,
lagging.
definitions.
I
Okay,
think it's
I
Miss
repeat
lagging.
back. Okay, Miss repeat back. Okay, sorry for the lagging part. Miss repeat back. Okay, so when they request for you example, the one Miss asks you to define the electronic devices, right? Okay, sometimes they also can ask you to interpret. They're using the terms interpret. Okay, sometimes they also can use describe the electronic devices. Okay, so when you explain based on the electronic devices, okay, make sure you have the keyword. Okay, usually Miss have a look on the keyword. So example, you have based on the current flow, you define the current flow, you explained it, or you stated based on the current flow, you stated based on the circuit schematic, okay, circuit diagram, okay, or based on the voltage flow, okay, so all your answers will be accepted. Okay, so when it's come to your number 2, example, question number 2, based on your applications, based on the devices, I ask you minimum 3. So when they ask for you electronic devices, it means it's not components. No battery. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I repeat back. The second answer when they ask you for your electronic devices, don't give any answers based on the components because so usually you can provide your answers based on your laptop, okay, microwave, rice cooker we call as a device, electronic devices, and sometimes for the device they also can use
Miss, you're lagging a bit.
applications. So application lagging a bit, okay. Beside the word device, they can also ask based on the application. Not they ask. Maybe next time Miss will ask based on the applications. So what is it? The applications of electronics. Okay, so they have two things that you need to understand: components, device, and also applications. What they mean with the applications here. Okay, so that's the one Miss want to highlight it for you today for today's class. Okay, it's just an introduction. So the next part for your next class, you may have a look on your team. Go back to your team. Under general, please repeat back. Under general, files. Okay, this one I upload wrongly just now. Okay, so you may ignore this one. Okay, you press on the class materials. Okay, so you may have a look on the first chapter here. Excuse me. The first chapter. Okay, so when you click, okay, example, I click this one. Okay, so most of the thing will be have here based on the electrical field. Okay, but this is related to your electrical field. Okay, so this will be catch up or I will teach you for the next week. Okay, so meanwhile you may have a look on your notes based on your slides. Okay, at the same time, okay, you all know Moodle or not?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, then should be no problem. So some of your information will be uploaded at the model too. Okay. Okay, let me stop recording.